So I'm taking part in the 48-hour film festival this year. I've heard about it in previous years and seen other people doing it, but this year I decided I wanted to be part of it, and I thought, I can write a score in 48 hours. So I put something out on Facebook and joined a group. My team is called Almanac Studios, and I'm just about to head out there and meet everybody. Tonight is the night that it's starting, and at about 6:30 we're going to find out the genre for the film that we have to make, because the genre and the tone and the emotion of the film that we decide on and the story is going to have a big impact on the notes that I use for the motif and the music that we come up with.
A sign, a whisper, worm's eye view shoppers, a gatekeeper.
We got so many tall people that bird's eye view shop.
So last night was pretty crazy. I got to meet everybody on the team. There's camera people, editors, art department, people in charge of script and props. So it's a big team. But at 7 o'clock we found out what our genre was, and it is the swap. So the swap as in like swapping lives or swapping bodies, and the reference films are things like Freaky Friday, 17 Again, and 13 Going on 30, that sort of thing. But our team, after a lot of like discussion and stuff, decided on this idea, which was to do a date with death. And basically the idea was all about the 5 stages of grief and accepting death, and then the person on the date with death then becomes death. And so that was our like swap moment. So after we had our idea, the executive team, which is the director and the producers, writers, they kind of sent me away to write a bunch of motifs, and then I presented them and they chose one, and we were going with that for a while. I did some work on it last night, but then today they've decided to go with a really cool, like South American Day of the Dead type vibe, and tying into death as the character. So that kind of changed the musical direction quite a lot. And now I'm kind of going somewhere a little bit different. The other idea is still in the back of my mind, and it may come out at some point. But yeah, stay tuned. Alright, so I've gotten to the point now where I've written the main like theme. and I've also done a specific section that I knew was going to be in the short film. But really now, there's not much more I can do before I get the actual image. It is now Sunday. I had quite a busy night last night trying to produce something that I could show to the production team that are all together somewhere else. And I think I ended up getting to sleep at about 3 a.m., about 3 hours of sleep, and then I was up again at 6. So starting to feel a bit tired, but power through. It's now 12 o'clock, and the post-production team is just about to send me a full cut of the film. So that leaves 7 hours for me to basically finish off the main story and all the details and make it transition nicely. So yeah, let's get into it. So it's been a couple of weeks since the 48-hour film festival. I've had a haircut, and I'm finally getting around to making this video because after the weekend I was pretty smashed. I just hibernated and then back into work and things. But we were working right up until the wire. We were going. I was writing music at like 6 p.m. when the deadline was 7. I was sending away files as I was still writing for other sections of the film. But we made it. We got it in, and I think we did a really good job. I think one of the biggest challenges was the recording, and also just the fact that this was like a Latin kind of fusion cinematic style that I hadn't done a whole lot of before. So it was new and it was original, and I used a lot of percussion instruments, and I recorded guitars and my own voice and like whispers and things to make it sound really unique. And that's one of the things I really love about this film. I can't wait for you guys to see the finished product. So I'm going to put that in another video. Subscribe to JS Composition on YouTube and follow me on social media, and you can see exactly what we did. Thanks for sticking with me in this video. Hope you found it interesting. See you next time.